Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to everybody. And hope the day has been fine. Okay, it's Kenya, right? So I guess I'm going to say good evening. Good evening to you all. How are you doing today? How has been the day so far? How is business moving? All right. So to begin today's session, I'm first of all going to introduce myself. My name is Lorian, and I am a trainer with Impact Her, and I will be taking today's session. Okay, as you already know, oh maybe you don't, I'm joining you all from Cameroon. Cameroon, aka Africa in miniature, a very awesome country. We're like the elite in Central Africa. So if one day you want to know a country that you should visit in Central Africa, obviously Cameroon is going to be your go-to source. All right. Now that I've given you guys that little introduction about me, I would like to know who I'm talking to or who I'm going to be with on the call today. So do well to introduce yourself, like your name, where you're joining us from, and what you do. Okay, that means your business name and what it's all about. So your name, where you're joining us from, and what you do, your business name and what it is all about, right? So feel free to drop that in the chat section. So today's afternoon session, I'm not going to be doing that alone. Obviously, there's my colleague who is with me in the comment section, Udeme. You're going to see him answering the. You're going to see him. He has the very the dark T-shirt, okay, with a very nice picture, Udeme. I don't know if he's single, but you can try. So Udeme is going to be in the comment section. He's going to be handling the the comment part of the section to make sure that everything is successful, right? So if you have any questions, any worries, any preoccupations with respect to today's training, and maybe I'm not available to reply to them instantly, you can get to Udeme in the chat, right? So welcome Esther Edward, you're most welcome. For the others that have joined us but are yet to introduce themselves, please don't be shy. We are all communicating, we're collaborating, and we are all learning from each other. So please feel free to drop your name, surname in the comment section. Tell us where you're joining us from. Tell us what you do. All right. Also, you don't know, it might be an opportunity to network, it might be an opportunity to meet partners, sponsors, and a lot more. So do well to always drop your name, your business name, and then let's get this call very interactive. Okay. So I forgot. Do well to keep them very busy in this comment section. Any question, just ask him. He's here to make sure that everything runs out smoothly, right? So, okay, I see Esther dropping more responses. Thank you so much, Esther. So, they're into catering services, event planning, selling of foodstuffs, both perishable and not perishable at wholesale. Oh, that's awesome. That's really awesome, Esther. Right, if I was in Nigeria, I was going to be your client, right? Now that I'm not there yet, maybe eventually I'll come there and then I'll get to know your business. Now, I know we are more on this call. Please let's join. Please let's introduce ourselves. We can as well go and tell our friends that we're live. We can tell our friends that we're live. Let's equally do well to click on the like button to give us a like. You can also subscribe to the channel so you make sure that you don't miss any single thing happening. Any single thing happening. In exactly 40 minutes, 40 seconds, sorry, we're going to commence today's session. Dorel Alois from Dorel Enterprises, watching from Nairobi. We deal with producing mixed chili blends. Awesome. Welcome, Alois. Welcome, Alois. I hope Nairobi is fine this evening. How's the weather there? Thanks for introducing yourself. You see, we can all continue. Rosemary, we are equally happy to have you here this afternoon. Welcome to you too. Okay? Welcome, welcome. All right. Now let's keep telling the others that we are live so we don't miss anything, okay? Because today's topic is very important and we have a lot to teach you. So for you not to miss any single aspect, you need to ensure that, okay, for us all not to move ahead and leave the others behind, we need to ensure that everybody is on the call, right? So let's all do well to mobilize, talk to our friends to join the call. We don't need to miss it. So Daryl says it's sunny this evening. Yeah, in Cameroon too, it's not bad. We're actually at dry season, even though the climate change has been a little bit confusing us. Normally, in our country, it doesn't rain as from October, but it's been raining like we're in November and the rains have still been there. But thank God it's actually sunny this afternoon. So we pray for no network situation, right? So what about the others? Do we have any more persons on the call? Please do well to introduce yourself. So I'm just going to give a warm welcome to Vishal. She's at the back end. She's also ensuring that everything works out very successfully. So, anybody else on the call willing to introduce themselves? So, let's not forget to tell all the others to come to the call, tell them we are live. You can like the channel and also do well to subscribe, right? You'll not miss any of our updates. Now let's dive deeper in today's session. So what are we covering this afternoon? The topic is creating your digital marketing strategy. And why are we covering this topic? Because it's very important as a business owner and someone that is actually diving or getting on the online sphere. It's important for you to know exactly how you're going to be diving on this fair, to know exactly what you're going to be doing and how you're going to be getting away with getting your way around the online sphere. So, what is our agenda for today's session? First of all, we're just going to have an overview of digital marketing. So, this is mainly just a reminder because I guess we've had a lot of sessions where we've all defined digital marketing again and again. So, this is just a reminder. Then we're going to again remind the digital marketing channels that we all know, okay? We're going to do a memory refreshing about that. And lastly, it will be about building your digital marketing plan. So, this is what we are covering in today's session this afternoon. Okay, so like you already know, Google is offering a free boot camp, right? So it's an opportunity for all people or all persons with small business to take it to another level. So you do what we call scaling, because scaling means when you use the least amount of resources to achieve something quite interesting in your business, you're scaling, right? And it's very important for little businesses to always find scaling opportunities. And it is this opportunity that Google is offering via the Google Hustle Academy Bootcamp. So feel free to sign up. Sorry, the link is going to be dropped in the comment section. Feel free to sign up for this boot camp. It's going to be awesome. It's a promise I'm making. Okay, now let's start with the introduction to digital marketing, right? Before I present this course outline or this sessions outline, can somebody tell me what opportunities you might get from being online? What opportunities might you get from being online? Okay, thumbs up and thanks to Udeme for showing us this link already on the screen. If you're on the screen, you can see that Udeme has pasted it up above. So do well to sign up for the Hustler Academy Bootcamp. Also, let me know what opportunities might you get from being online, right? Please just let us know in the comment section. What opportunities might you get from being online? What are the opportunities that you might get as a small business owner from being online? Feel free to drop your comments. What opportunities might you get from being online? Okay, now the comment section is a little bit too quiet. Rachel, visibility. All right, thank you. Thank you so much for being around. increase market access. Okay, very awesome. So there are actually a lot of opportunities that you can get from being online, amongst which we all mentioned visibility and increase market access. Now, let me increase this by telling us that we all live in a mobile world, and living in the mobile world means that it has brought about a lot of advantages. Now, what is the backup? What is the statistical backup to show us what is or why it is really important from being online? First of all, 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa exist. Okay, that means we're moving forward. We're not moving backward. We're already at about 747 million SIM connections existing in sub-Saharan Africa. Secondly, we see that in South Africa, 91% of them use mobile phones, with about 80% in Kenya and Nigeria. So Kenya too is really moving forward in terms of connectivity, in terms of getting space in the online sphere, right? Thank you, Star Edward, for that answer. That's really awesome. Thank you, Rachel. Visibility. Wow, that's really nice. So, what else? We equally see that out of the 90%, or say the 80% in Nigeria, 65% of them have actively shopped a mobile phone. That means we're moving from the general statistics, 747 million SIM in sub-Saharan Africa as a whole. Then we get detailed by saying that there are not only these SIM connections, but then we have up to 80 and 90% of the population owning mobile phones. Then we don't even stop there. We go as far as saying that out of these people, about 65 of them have shopped online. This is very interesting and very great. This actually shows, or this increases the reasons why we have to be online. That means the market access, the visibility, and this equally shows that people have left from being just mere custom, or being just mere maybe users of the internet, to consumers, because we see that people are now buying online. We're talking about 65%. That's above 50%. So the online sphere is getting some grounds as a whole. Now, I'd like you guys to keep a very important statistic, that 80% of sales come from only 20% of the population for most brands. 80% of sales come from only 20% of the population for most brands. So it's very important for businesses to have what we call the target audience. No, it's very important for you to know who you're talking to. In general, you might just be talking to people, but in particular, you should be able to identify who is your core audience, who are the people that I know would act when they see me or when they see my business activities. I know that these are the people that will be interested by the services that I am offering. Who are they, right? So you need to identify these people, that what we call your core target. Now, secondly, you should also know what we call your primary target. So people that are going to, let's say, influence the core target to purchasing your products and services. Then it's equally clear or important to know who is your secondary target. So these ones are generally opinion leaders, people that are just going to give like general influence. Primary targets, they influence and they can purchase, but secondary targets, they are really influencers. You get, those are the people that will just tell the general public that, hey, there's this product and all. So it's very important for you to have all these details in order for you to understand how you can talk to your audience and how you can make the most to get your audience. All right. Now, what are the advantages that you get as a business owner from being online? First of all, you can reach more people globally. Very important, right? You can reach more people globally because you have the possibility to have access to a wider market, as somebody mentioned. Secondly, you can learn about your customers. Now, how so? Via the all analytics tools available, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or again via your website. What else can you do? You can gain insights with social media analytics. That is what we equally mentioned. So you can actually know how to find your way around the online sphere via social media analytics. You can build your audience profile. What does it imply? You can actually know the type of content that you should put out there, and you can know how your customers are reacting to this content. Secondly, you can think about your audience. You can actually know who is your audience and how are they reaching you. Okay, you can know how they're taking actions, because you'll be able to see what exactly do they do when they are on your website. And lastly, you can actually know the traffic sources. That means where are they coming from, where do they find you from. So these are really a lot of advantages that you get from being online. The very last point that we'll be presenting today as the advantage that you have from being online is that you can communicate and support customers. It's very crucial and important. Now, not only do you have the possibility to learn about your customers, to build your audience, but you can equally do what we call communication and support. You can listen to them, you can hear feedback from them, you can know if they're satisfied with your services or if they're not satisfied with your services. Very, very key and important. So we just presented, first of all, you know, overview of digital marketing, some opportunities that we get from being online and the advantages that you have from being online. And we're going to pause here for now, and we are going to be listening to you. So if you have any question, preoccupation concerning this first session, please feel free to drop them in the chat section. Mm. Hi, Christopher. You are welcome. Welcome to everybody that's just joining. We're really happy to have you on the call. Now, so any questions so far? Any questions so far concerning what we just shared? Any questions? Any worries? Okay. I did not mention this in the beginning, but this session really has to be very interactive, because we need to know where you're at so that we know if the delivery is okay, and we know how we can actually help you. So please do not hesitate to ask anything. We're here to really support. We're here to make sure that this session brings you great help for you, for your business. So please do not hesitate to drop any question that you're going to be having throughout the session, right? So if there are no questions, equally please let me know in the comment section that we are fine, we are good, we've understood, and that we can move forward. Any in a word or in a sentence, you can just say good to go, good, John from Nairobi, Opesha Solutions that enables consumers with poor credit scores access credit that best suits their finances. Awesome. You are very welcome, John. Nice. So, any questions so far? Good to go. Thanks, Daryl. Any questions? So, if there are no questions, please, like Daryl, you can just tell me if we're good to go. Like, I'll just give 1 more minute so that we can all mention that we are fine. At least another person to please let me know they're okay and that we can move forward. No response yet. Yes, yes. Challenging, I don't know yet, but exactly, Rachel, exactly. Yeah, it might be challenging as maybe you not know how to go about it, right? But not so challenging too. But it's always important that you first of all focus on your own market and make sure that you use all the opportunities available, all that you can leverage on to foster your business. Thank you so much for that comment. Thank you to Christopher. So I'm going to move forward. The second part of today's session would be the digital marketing channels. Okay. So first of all, let's present the key digital marketing channels to consider, right, for digital marketing. Firstly, we have search engine optimization, aka SEO. So SEO is simply optimizing your website to make sure that it ranks up more often in your search results. Then the second is search engine marketing. So it's simply paying for advertising to appear in the search engines. You see, search engine optimization is all the organic advertising efforts that you're carrying out. Meaning what? You're putting the adequate content on your website. You're making sure that this content is put up, it's updated on a daily basis, and then you keep working. So Google will now see, hey, this is a great website, and I can, give or promote this website when I'm showing website concerning this particular information, because you are making sure there is that information on your website. Certain search engine marketing on their own is instead when you pay, you pay for Google to make you rank above in the search query. Then we have social media marketing, which is simply using social networks, gain traffic, attention, and reach more people. We equally have display marketing, which is which is simply advertising, right, on websites. Like, what is display marketing actually? I generally explain this using the billboard examples. In our cities, for example, in Nairobi, I'm sure at very great roundabouts, we have billboards. Why? Because many people pass there, and the aim is the more people see it, the more it plays in their psychology, and they are most likely to purchase the product, all right? Even if they don't purchase it at the first instance, when they go into a supermarket and they see the product, it's going to be in their mind. So display marketing or display advertising online, it's a little bit the same process, but just that it happens on online platforms, like on websites, like on apps. Okay, you're going to see, maybe if you use Candy Crush and you're not using the paid version, generally you're going to see ads pop up. That's a form of display marketing. If you get to some websites and then you're actually scrolling through, you're going to see some little adverts being dropped by the left, by the right, or little banners. That too, it's a form of display marketing. Then we have email marketing, simply collecting and using email addresses to connect and communicate with users. And we round up with content marketing. Content marketing, I think, is one of the most important. Why? Because all the various digital marketing channels cannot do without content marketing, right? So what is content marketing? Simply creating and sharing different types of content, such as blog posts, videos, guides, infographics, to attract attention and drive traffic. So this is content marketing. Now let's continue by getting started with search engine marketing. And for us to better explain this notion, we're going to look at the screen, okay? And on our screen, we're going to see various types of how our Google search normally looks like, right? This area, the pointed dot line, is what we call the search query. Excuse me, is what we call the search query, right? This is where we actually ask Google, or this is where we actually place our requests, okay? The search query. And when we place our request in the search query, the bots are actually going to process this request and bring us the answers. And if amongst the answers there was somebody that paid for Google to show the ads, you're going to see it show up at the areas where we see paid and shopping text ads, right? You're going to either see it there below, and you're always going to see ad around it, because it's going to mention that it's an advert, all right? Now, below adverts is the organic search listing, where, like I was explaining, you've done all the efforts for your website to rank above, okay? So search engine marketing is actually paying for Google to make you rank above, all right? So that is search engine marketing. Now, let's talk about getting started with search engine optimization. The very first category of actions you put in place is submitting or signing up to the Search Console, Google Search Console, right? When you sign up to Google Search Console, you submit your content to Google. Then you monitor how you're doing in the search. And thirdly, you send alerts on critical issues. So this is the first category of things that you're going to do when you're getting started with search engine optimization. Second thing is you help Google find your content by submitting a sitemap, by promoting your site on and offline, and equally sharing new content. Very important. Now, how do you help Google and users understand your content? That is in the third part. You're there to make sure that Google and users understand your content. By the way, apologies for the background noise. Apologies. So what do? You create unique, accurate page titles. You create good page titles and snippets, and then you use heading tags to emphasize on important text. So these are the various actions that you put in place for when you're getting started with search engine optimization. I'm so sorry for that. I was talking now about the search engine optimization tips for success. Yes, I'm very okay. I was just pleading with to reduce the background sounds, right? So let's continue with the search engine optimization tips. First of all, what do you need to do to run a keyword research? And thereafter, you should equally publish high and quality content. Okay? So how do you run a keyword research? That is simply by looking for the right keywords. You can do that by the Google Keyword Planner, okay? And how do you continue with the next section, publishing high, useful, and high quality content, right? Just always make sure that you sell your benefits, the benefits of what you're doing, and then you show important things that are going to help your audience so that they can find you. Last option is you make your web pages search friendly. Now, how do you make web pages search friendly? Is you just need to make sure that it can actually, you know, be phone friendly and laptop friendly, right? Now, the next option is building visibility with the Google Business Profile. It's equally very important for search engine optimization purposes. So you can share business updates, upcoming events, deals, specials, coupons. You can equally respond to reviews, all right? So that is the Google Business Profile. I'm sure most of us here have already done that. Okay, I'm sure most of us here have done that already. But if you haven't, you can always do that because it's a very, very important tool as far as SEO is concerned. Now, how do you use the various positive responses that you're going to get from your Google Business Profile? That will simply be with marketingkit.withgoogle.com, marketingkit.withgoogle.com, where you can actually design the answers that you've gotten from whenever they're positive. There are a lot of free design cards there that you can use and directly share to your other social media platforms. Now, let's take a look at SEO versus SEM, right? So SEO, which is search engine optimization, first of all, the search listings are free, meaning you don't pay for Google to rank you at a particular position. No, the search listings are free. The second point is you optimize keywords, right? You're actually making sure that you get the right keywords. You find the right keywords to make sure they are on your website, and so that whenever people come to look for you, they find you via those keywords. And you should also know that engine optimization can take time to rank because you're trying to make Google understand that you're a serious platform, trying to make Google understand that they can trust you and trust your content. So obviously, it's not something that would be done in a day's job, right? It can actually take time for you to get to the first page, okay, or for you to even get to the first two researches. But if you keep on doing good content and making sure that you use all the tips that we mentioned, it's going to be okay. Now, what about search engine marketing? Here, you're actually paying for search listings. You bid on keywords and you can get to the first page straight up because here you're paying Google to showcase you above. So you can actually get to the first page right away. So these are the key differences between search engine optimization and then search engine marketing. Now, let's talk about how do you get started with search engine marketing? How do you get started with search engine marketing? The very first thing is you need to create a campaign in Google Ads. So you log into Google Ads, right, on ads.google.com. Then you select the search campaign type, and after that, you select your campaign goal. The next category of actions you should put in place is picking the right keywords, and you should always make sure your keywords are aligning with your business goals, you manage the match types, and then you refine the negative keywords. It's important that the keywords that are not useful for you are removed in such a way that they don't disrupt when other people are looking for you, okay? Or maybe because you did not refine negative keywords and then you left it there, whenever people are looking for that people is actually going to promote your site, you might be missing out on your customers. The third category of actions is you need to write a compelling ad, okay? And in your compelling ads, you focus on your user benefits. You make sure that it appeals across your phones or your laptops, devices, all devices. You focus on your headlines, imagery, and you implement or add extensions. So, search engine marketing tips for success: first of all, optimize your keyword list, boost your ads with extensions, and make sure you connect your analytics account. Okay, so before I move forward to the other type of channel that we'll be presenting, I would like to just make you guys understand that whether it's search engine marketing, whether it's search engine optimization, it happens when you have a website. You're not really sure, or rather, you can't really use this channel when you don't, or maybe when you don't have a website. So it's actually very important for you to have your website so that you're going to benefit mainly from these channels. So let's talk about how you can grow your business on social media. And what is the advantage of social media? You can generate more sales, whether you're using organic or whether you're using social advertising. It's a very great way for you to generate more sales. You can secondly add more value to your brand, and then you can improve your marketing via social media. Now, let's bring out some key differences between the organic social media and paid social media. Now, whenever we talk about organic, anything that you hear on the digital organic means you don't pay for it. It's free, right? So SEO, we're talking about organically, it's free. You're not paying for it. Social media, we'll say organic, it's free too, right? So it's free. You would only reach your followers and your friends' followers. That's true. It's free, and then it's only limited to your followers and to your friends' followers. That's with organic social media. But then we'll talk about paid social media. Not only are you paying for views, clicks, for actions, you can equally reach anybody. In fact, you can even specify the part of the world where you want to reach with your social media campaign, and you get there, right? So this is it about social media marketing. Now, how do you get started with social media marketing? First category of thing is to identify your target audience. It's very, very important. Why? Because they're the people you're talking to. You cannot do anything without the target audience, or because you're selling to somebody. If you don't know them, then maybe you might be missing out completely on your marketing strategy. So important, you must identify your target audience. You should be able to talk about their demographics, where they're found, their profession, their interests, and even their behavior. In fact, you should get as detailed as you can, right? But the most is always the best, okay? The second category of actions you should put in place is you're choosing your social media marketing channels, right? Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, okay? Any of those channels. But always make sure that these channels you're choosing are with respect to what you're trying to aim at currently within your business, and equally your target audience, because they vary. The people that use this, it varies. The hours where they're connected, it varies. So it's really important that you know your target audience. Lastly, what category of action do you put in place is post engaging content regularly: photos, videos, blog articles, infographics, live broadcasts. Make sure that you post regularly and be creative. Don't be static in your way of posting. You can, sometimes be fun, but make sure that in the fun you pass down a particular message. But always make sure that even in this way of doing the content and posting, you think of your target audience, you think of the channel that you are using. So some key social media tips for success: set yourself a goal. Don't just be on social media and don't just carry out actions. Make sure that there's a goal that you're following up. Second point is understand your audience. Third point is consistency and regular updates. Now we're going to content marketing. What are the various forms of content marketing that exist? We have videos, we have blogs, we have case studies, we have guides. Okay, so these are the various types of content marketing, the various forms. Okay, we can even go more to these, right? And in these various forms, you can have various ways in which they are presented. Okay, a video can be long, it can be short, it can be GIF, a blog can be a story, it can be, just an information, it can be even a communicate, various points. Now, getting started with content marketing, first of all, build customer example profiles. And here we're talking about personal profiles. Okay, a personal profile is mainly like, you're giving an identity card for your customer. All right, their demographics, the job position, the industry where they are, and the needs. The second point is you create different profiles for each customer segment. Okay. Third thing is you map your user's journey. You identify the steps the users take from the awareness to the purchase. And this is very important. I think when we're covering the topic build your brand and sell online, we mentioned this. It's important that you know a consumer's decision to purchase your product doesn't only start, when they're purchasing. It starts way before. It starts really way before. It starts when maybe they just discovered you. It's a whole process for them to finally say, okay, I'm buying for your product. For example, where I am today, right? I've been seeing the place, but then it took me a whole decision for me to say, okay, maybe I want to taste their salad, right? Very important. You should equally think of questions or information required to make a purchase decision. Then you should use content to generate business, facilitate the customer's journey, distribute the content in the right channels to reach the right target audience, include a call to action. Now, what are content marketing tips for success? First of all, use content to facilitate the sales process. That is in the various information that you're sharing. It's very important. The more information I have about a product, the more reassured I am, and the more I get to buy from them. Use storytelling to engage your audience. It's very key. Okay, like this very popular restaurant that I know in Paris, and I know just because of the storytelling tips. Now, the guys are very good at it, and trust me, they're not marketing and communications professional. These guys just started sharing the story about their business on LinkedIn. They started sharing the story about their business on LinkedIn. And that is how they got many more people to start liking their service, liking their products, and they've really grown. So distribute the content to maximize reach, measure performance, and optimize. Okay, so these are various tips for content marketing. Now, let's talk about communicating at scale with email marketing. Now, the advantage of email marketing is you are actually working with what we call an already engaged audience, because for somebody to give you their email, it's not on the go, right? That means they've actually seen your platform or a business they can trust. Then they give you their email. So you can create personalized content, you can collect feedback, you can connect with an already engaged audience. Now, how do you get started with email marketing? First of all, you select the marketing platform that you want to use. It could be free marketing platforms such as MailChimp, or could be more advanced email platforms such as ActiveCampaign and SendGrid. Now, you can build a list of relevant contacts. Make sure you have permission when contacting people. Use your content to generate new contacts, invite to subscribe, and segment and group the list. It's important that you know wherever they're joining you from, because your customers have various areas where they meet you. The email that you might be sending to those joining today is not what you'll be sending to those that have been there for quite some time. Okay, so very important. Now, create relevant and useful content. Treat your users like VIPs. It's not dear all, it's dear Lorian, it's dear Udeme, dear Beryl, dear Rachel. So it's important that you do personalize content, personalize your mails, and always keep it useful. The very last tip that I'm going to give you with email marketing is don't do too much. Please don't do too much. Some people just get tired and they might just unsubscribe, right? Just always make sure that you find the right timing and then include links in your email so you know the rates, the conversion rate. What are email marketing tips for success? Then, first of all, segment and group the list for relevant content. Okay. Second thing is keep it simple. Test send it onto 2 or 3 devices, such as tablets and mobiles, to see if the campaign is responsive, and then measure the open and click rate to optimize campaign. Right? Don't only measure the open rate, but equally measure the click rates. Okay, now we are going to stop here for the second pause of questions. Let me see if you have any questions so far concerning everything we have been sharing. Hi, welcome, Rita. Okay, so we just covered the various digital marketing channels that are available. We spoke about SEO, SEM, social media marketing. We spoke about email marketing. We talked about content marketing. And what's the last channel? So SEO, SEM, SMM, email marketing, display marketing, and then we just terminated with email marketing. Yes, 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 Rachel. So SEO and SEM is mainly when you have a website. It's true that even when you have your social media presence, right, you can be found. You can be found if if someone, maybe a customer, does a Google search, you can be found. But to be very honest, for you to benefit from SEO and SEM, it's when you have a website. But don't fret, with the Google Business Profile, you can have a free website. You can actually have a free website, right? You can have a free website.
Hello, everybody. Please let's hang on a little bit
Hi.
for. Okay, she's back. Okay.
Okay, so really sorry, like there was a little glitch there. Like I was telling Rachel, with your Google Business Profile, you can have a free website. You can actually have a free website. Let me see if there are any more questions. Are there any more questions, please? Any more questions so far? Rosemary, Rita, Christopher, John, Dower, Alois. Mm, Esther, do you have any questions? Or have you noticed now the channel that will work for you after what we just covered? Are you now seeing the digital marketing channel that would work for you? Are you seeing the ones that you're going to consider if what you were not considering yet? Is there more understanding? Please let us know. If there are no questions, how is it to you so far? Is it understandable? Is the topic okay for you so far? Please let us know. It's very important that we make sure there's a great understanding, right? Thank you so much, Christopher, for that comment. Thank you, Alois. Anybody else wants to give us a comment while I proceed? Build building now the digital marketing plan. So if you see our third process is you first of all know what it's all about. You see advantages. Then you can now see the various channels that are available. You see how you can use them. Then once you know about them, it will be very important for you to build a digital marketing plan. Now, what is the step or what are the steps? First step, business goals and objectives. What do you want to achieve? The second step, budget and resources. What do I have to achieve my business goals? Third step, audience. Who am I talking to? Fourth step, the channels. I'm deciding what channels I am using. The fifth step, I'm planning all this together. And the sixth step, I'm setting smart KPIs. So this is your digital marketing plan. In the first step, we're talking about your business goals and objectives. And the question we're answering is what do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve? And we're going to take this example with Mandy. Mandy says, "Hi, I am Mandy. I am a hairdresser. My business goals are to get more customers through my door, both new and past, and make more people in my area know my business exists." So you see, Monday has a clear business goal. So whenever you're having your own business goal too, it's important that it's clearly stated so that you know how to act on it. Also, your business goal should be able to align with what we call our online objectives. Always know that in your business you have objectives or you have goals. It could be make more people know that you exist, sell more products, get found by more people, get more returning customers. Now, for you to actually leverage on the online space, it would be important that you know what it means online. If you maybe you're aiming at making more people know you exist, your online objective is increasing reach and awareness. And with respect to that, we're equally going to see the channels that would help you. Now, if you want to sell more products, you already know that you need to do more website sales. So if you don't yet have a website, you should be thinking about that so that you have a way to showcase your products, right? If you want to increase social media page likes or follows, all right, that corresponds to getting found by more people, right? So you should also think about that. If you want to get more returning customers, it corresponds to increasing traffic to your website. All right. So this is a bit how you should always think of your business goals with respect to online objectives, because you are able to know the channels you use. Like we just mentioned, some example of online objective: increasing traffic to website, increasing online sales, increasing social media page likes and follows from my customers, increase online reach and awareness. Okay. So, step two. And the second step, we're looking at the budget and resource. What question are we answering here is what is possible? What can I do with the resources that I have available? Okay? So Monday is going to say, I don't have a website yet, as it's too much of an investment right now. I don't have a website yet, as it's too much of an investment right now. We're going to see after how digital can help her. But let's talk about the audience. Like we have been talking throughout, it's very crucial to know your target audience. Remember, 80% of sales come from 20% of the population for most brands. 80% of sales come from 20% of the population for most brands. So it's important to have a clear view about your target audience. So Mandy says, I'm targeting females in my local area. My most valuable customers are females above 30 years old. They normally have children and work part time. Most of them use Facebook. If you look at the way Mandy has talked about her customers, she has specified the gender, she has specified the age, she has specified the work. Okay, she knows that they work part time. If I were her, maybe I would say they earn around this amount of money. Okay, because that also gives me an idea to how much I should be pricing my services for. Okay, she even says they have children, so she knows that they could be very busy with taking care of their kids, right? So it could also give her an idea to what time they will join or what time they usually come online. Okay, and she goes ahead to say most of them use Facebook. So it's important that when you're talking about your audience, you you can get as detailed as possible. Very, very important and crucial. So the fourth step is your marketing channels. So which ones are right for you? Okay. And for you to know which channel is actually right for you, you actually match your online objectives with your marketing channel. So currently in your business, if your goal is to increase online reach and awareness, you already know that the marketing channels you're seeing here does this display social media and content marketing. If you're looking to increasing online reach and awareness, you know social media marketing or search engine marketing, sorry, search engine optimization and email marketing are your friends. Okay, so if you're thinking about increasing website sales, this corresponded to increasing more sales or have more sales. You're thinking of search engine marketing, search engine optimization, email marketing. If you're thinking of increasing traffic to websites, which corresponded to what we call having returning customers, you should use search engine marketing, search engine optimization, and email marketing. And lastly, if you want to increase customer loyalty, social media, email marketing, and content marketing are your best friends. So these are a little bit the channels that we are going to be advising you to use at whatever level your business is found with respect to the various online objectives that are stated by the canon. Now, it's also important that you know you choose a channel based on the target audience and on the goals, and equally at the level where your business is found. So, if your goal is to increase reach and awareness, you already know that you're going to mainly be using outbound marketing because you're pushing messages to customers, you're making them know you're around, you're making them know you exist. Okay, that's social media, all right, that's display marketing. Now, if your customers are already in the zone, like they know you, they've purchased before, and you want them to return, right? Inbound marketing is there for you. And some of the channels are email marketing, social media too, at that point. So inbound marketing is actually attracting customers by creating valuable information to them. Okay? The fifth step is where we're planning everything together. So we need to focus on the detail and get strategic. Monthly again says, my online objectives are to reach more people in my local area and to get more returning customers. I don't have a website yet as it's too much of an investment right now. How could I use digital to help me? List your business on Google Business Profile, first of all, and create a free website. Second thing is you set up a Facebook page, collect reviews and post pictures of customer hairstyles. The third thing is she can do is use Facebook advertising to target people in her local area with an offer to attract new customers. So these are the various actions that she can put in place. List her business on the Google Business Profile and set up a free website, set up a Facebook page, collect reviews and post pictures of customer hairstyles, and use Facebook advertising to target people in your local area with an offer to attract new customers, right? Very, very important. The sixth step here, it's mainly about setting smart KPIs. Now, it's how do you know if you've succeeded? This is the question that we're answering. And for you to know, you always need to make sure that your goals are set according to the SMART, you know, frame, the SMART acronym. They need to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time sensitive or time bound. So let's see some example of SMART KPIs. To increase online sales by 20% within 3 months, to increase our brand awareness on Facebook by growing our audience with new people by 40%. If you look at all these details, there's a way for us to measure the specific. They know they want to increase online sales, they want to increase Facebook brand awareness. So it's very specific. There's a time frame so you can measure. And the parts about attainable and realistic, this is always mainly with your business. Okay, you look at your what you've attained maybe in the past month and you say, okay, if I want to achieve this, what do I need to put in place, and do I have the necessary resources for me to achieve this goal? very, very, very important. And always put time sensitivity. Why? Because it's also a key element for you to measure. So when we recap, this is what Monday's digital marketing plan looks like. Her business goals: reach more people in my local area, get more customers through my door. Her activity: she's building a website and boosting visibility on Google. She's using Facebook advertising to target people in her local area. So what's the audience? Females that are 39 to 45 in her local area, both new and past customers. What's her online objective? Increasing online reach and increasing returning customers. So she even has two online objectives. So what channels is she going to use? Local SEO. That means she's going to use search engine optimization, and she's going to use social media marketing by talking about Facebook. Okay, so she's using two digital marketing channels. Now, let's look at how her SMART objective is going to be formulated. Increase Facebook page likes from the new people by 50% within the next month. Increase bookings from past customers by 20% in the next quarter. Okay, so this is Monday's digital marketing plan. So this is just a reminder of the various steps for your digital marketing plan. First, your business goals and objectives. Second, your budgets and your resources. Thirdly, your audience. Fourthly, the channels that you're using. Fifthly, the activity you're planning, all of this together. And sixth step, you're measuring. So we're going to stop here for the last pause of questions and answers. We will stop here. Hi, Dishan. You are welcome. We are very, 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 very sorry. We might not. In fact, we can't share the slides. Okay. So, social media marketing, PUCA, is the combination of organic social media activity and paid social media activity. So, all this is social media marketing. You know, we cannot actually dissociate one from the other. In short, whenever we want businesses to even start using social media marketing, it's very, very important that you have already had an organic presence, because when you boost your Facebook page, your Instagram page, these people need to come and see something. And if you're not yet communicating, if you're not yet posting information, it might be difficult to trust you. Okay, so don't dissociate one from the other, please. Now the second thing is, the second question you ask is, what term I use if someone advertised through social media platform? It's still social media marketing. It's still social media marketing. Like I mentioned, you can't dissociate one from the other, right? It's not possible. So meanwhile, I think the mayor should have dropped the attendance form. If he has not dropped that yet, right? Please, the mayor, do that so that we can all fill the certificates form. All right. Now, if you created your Google business profile and while you were creating it, you maybe had a couple of difficulties, right? This form has been dropped. Beashaga Africa can actually help you that way. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I see Daryl asks. Yes, Alois. Alois, you can always come back. You'll be able to watch the session. Okay, now he's asking me to explain in and outbound marketing. Now, let me go back to that slide so that we can all see. So, this is the slide. Now, let me start with inbound marketing. The definition is simply a marketing strategy that attracts customers by creating valuable content tailored to them. Now, inbound marketing, generally, this is when the customers are already engaged. You've already spoken to them, they're already in your zone, they're in. That's why it's called inbound marketing. Now, you're no longer sending out message for them to come in, they're inside. You want to keep them, you want to make sure they stay with you, right? So there are all these efforts that you're carrying out. And I gave people some great example of those. In fact, let me even show you people here on this page. For example, if you want to increase customer loyalty, it's equally an objective that deals with inbound marketing. What are you using? You're using social media, you're using email marketing, and you're using content marketing, right? So this is mainly people that are already in your zone, right? They are in your zone. You're increasing their loyalty. You're making sure that they return. Okay. Now, outbound, it's that process whereby maybe you're just coming and you want them to know that you exist. So you're actually sending out information, you're pushing. So you're actually pushing messages to potential customers, right? They haven't coming in. Yeah, you're showcasing yourself on social media, you're making sure that you're always present. You can do display advertising campaigns, you go to websites with a lot of affluence so that they can actually see you and they can know you, right? You're actually, in short, you're making sure that you are visible, you are seen. So that's actually outbound marketing. You're pushing messages, but in you're attracting them and making sure that you keep them in your zone. Christopher, let me know if you are good to go. Thank you to Rachel for being here. Christopher, let me know if now you understand this. Meanwhile, anybody else with a question, feel free to drop this question, and then the attendance form has been dropped. Please fill it. It's very important with your full names, how you want it to appear on your certificate, right? Please make sure you fill it. Christopher, are you good now? Christopher, are you good now? Any other question? Are we all good to go? If we're good, we've understood, okay. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. Now, any other question? So we want to say that we are now masters of digital marketing plan. Like we're masters of digital marketing strategy. We know the tools that we're going to use. We've decided. We're seeing that they're adequate with our businesses. Okay. So if we're good, remember Google is offering a free bootcamp, right? So do well to click the link when it's going to be dropped. And what are your next steps? You can self-learn on learndigital.withgoogle.com. You can equally follow Digital Skills for Africa on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You should equally follow Impact Her on Facebook, Twitter, and Impact and Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram, right? I was about to say Impact Her. Sorry. Now, before we finally say goodbyes, Rachel has an announcement that she's going to pass on. So please be very focused while she does so.
Thank you, Lorraine. That was brilliant. And quite a bit. I'm sure most of us will want to watch again the session. So thank you so much. That was great, and also for answering our questions. Udemy, thank you for facilitating. That has been great, and nice to have our entrepreneurs attending. Thank you for your patience. I think we are 2 minutes past the hour. Our next session is on Wednesday, so we always meet on Mondays and Wednesdays until our last session will be on 1st of December. And we take an hour, 5 to 6 p.m. Kenyan time. Now, for those who have attended, please ensure that you have completed the attendance sheet so that you can receive your certificate on email. Yeah, so and those who have also not registered their businesses on Google business profile, please do so. The form has been shared on the chat. As Biashara Africa, we are happy to help you do the same. The month of December is Shop at Small Business Month. And during this month, we support small businesses by encouraging buyers to shop from them. This time, we will map you, we will create a directory on our website. So please, if you wish to participate, requirements, you must be in business. You can't start a business now. You must have products or services you're already selling. And you must have a way customers can reach you. So there's a form I've been sharing. We'll also share as we share the link for Wednesday. Please complete the form. We'll start mapping you on the website. You can always check our website for more details, biashara.africa, or WhatsApp us for more information, and we'll be happy to support you. So this year, we would like to support as many businesses as possible. So far, this Shop at Small Business initiative has impacted over 20,000 small businesses. So we wanted to make it bigger this year, and also to help you recover from the effects of COVID. So yeah, thank you so much. Those are the only announcements I have. Yeah, Lorraine and your team from Impacta, thank you so much. This is great. They will continue facilitating the next two sessions. Before now, we got to meta platforms, the WhatsApp, the Facebook, and Instagram. So thank you so much. I don't know whether you have additional announcement, something you'd like to say.
No, no, no.
Okay,
Thank you so
all
much,
right. So thank
Rachel.
you. Goodbye, everyone. See you on Wednesday, same
Goodbye.
time, 9
Have
p.m.
a
Bye
very good
bye.
evening. Bye bye. See you.
All right.